Welcome to the Unhinged Clickbait Podcast. Subscribe to the channel. There's a certain kind of generation that rubs me up really the wrong way.
Oh, God.
But I want to get your thoughts. What generation do you hate the most?
Oof. I'll be honest. Okay, I fuck with the boomers. So
Really?
my least favorite generation is probably the millennials because they're just slightly older than me. Like, I'm kind of on the border between millennial and Gen Z. They're just slightly older than me.
I can get behind this.
Yeah, I hate the millennials because they think they're better than everyone else. And
They're
in
not
fact,
that much older than
they're
us.
worse than everyone else.
Yes.
Like, they just grew up when computers were really early starting out.
Yeah.
And so they think they have a really good grasp on computers and the internet. Some of them do, but they really don't.
They really don't.
But they're really entitled and since they're a little older than me, they think that they look down on me.
I'll tell you, I'll give you that. Millennials are the most entitled. People might think that, Gen Z or whatever comes after us. And yeah, to an extent. But here's the thing, like, if you're put in our position, okay, do you blame us? But, like, millennials, it's just like, I don't know. It's just like the 5 out of 10 that just has an ego of like a 10 out of 10. And it's like, dude, like you don't know that much about computers. Like, I don't know. I don't fuck with millennials. And they invented the whole trend of like, the trend that was going on TikTok of like the millennial burger place. They're just super corny. I don't know why. Yeah. They're just super corny people for no reason.
No, I feel like all that woke culture was definitely thanks to the millennials.
They started the woke culture.
Yeah.
They started that shit.
Yeah, and
shit pisses me off.
Yeah, all that shit's bullshit. But then, I mean, you got the kids a lot younger than us, and they are still in school when ChatGPT came out.
Yeah.
Like, I just graduated college when ChatGPT was coming out, and I feel like if I had that when I was younger, I'd be retarded. I'd never learn how to, like, learn anything on my own, because everything is always done for me. So I have a problem with that, too, but, I hate the people slightly older than me when they think they're better than me because they're older. And it's like the internet kind of offset that playing field. Like, you don't have to be older, have status to be better than someone, because we have the internet is the equalizer.
Yeah.
But I love boomers. I film cars all the time, and the boomers are always the most interesting.
Maybe the boomers that you've met. But boomers are just super. Here's why I don't like them. Because they always tell, like, the younger generations, why aren't you working hard enough? See, when I was a kid, I would fucking walk 10 miles just to get to school. Oh, by the way, I have 3 side businesses, all netting $15,000. Like, first of all, shut the fuck up. No, you weren't. And second of all, you guys had it way easier back then. I feel like they put all these expectations on the younger generations, but they don't take into account, and they never take into account how easy it was for them. It was like in the NBA, like when the older people said, "Oh my God, why aren't you guys better?" I'm like, bro, you guys were playing against plumbers, motherfucker. Yeah. Like, of course you guys have it way easier. And I feel the same way about boomers.
Yeah, I feel like the boomers don't get internet culture.
They just that too, but like they don't take into perspective. Like, they don't put themselves in our shoes ever.
Yeah.
They just think of how hard it was, and don't get me wrong, it was hard in some ways, but it was also a lot easier for them as well.
Yeah, I think boomers are so funny, and the reason why, so I film a lot of cars, and the boomers always come up with the cleanest cars ever. I'm talking...
Yeah, because they had it fucking easy. They bought that car for like $5,000.
Maybe, but they have the cleanest cars ever. They know every modification about it. They're funny as hell. They know all the details, and they drive the hell out of them. And that I cannot say, like, they make such great content for the car videos I make, and I can't say that about any other, except for maybe Gen Z. I filmed some Gen Z kids, and they're funny as hell.
I like the generation. What's the generation that my parents are at? I'm not trying to sound like...
I think they're Gen X.
That generation I do fuck with, because while yes, they have expectation, and they say we worked harder, but they are a little more like... What's the word? They are more aware of the situation. Yeah. They're more aware. They're more cognizant of what's going on, and they're aware like how much harder it is nowadays. I feel like boomers just completely ignore all that. They're like, I don't give a fuck. Like you guys should be working harder. I feel like our parents' generation, they're more like understanding.
Yeah.
They can read the room better.
I hate Gen X motherfuckers because I'm an Airbnb host. Some of them come here and they act like, who is this kid running this Airbnb? I want to work with the supervisor. Well, there's no supervisor above me. I'm the guy who's running this Airbnb.
Only you.
And they think because I'm younger than them that there's got to be someone above me. And I hate that. And I'm not saying all Gen X are like that. I got some Gen X age people. I hope I'm saying Gen X right here. I got some Gen X age people that stay here, and they respect the hustle. They go, wow, you're a lot younger than I thought you would be, and you're running this B&B awesome. And then some of them don't respect it. Some of them try and go around me, or they're reaching out to support all the time. They won't tell me any feedback. And I just hate that level of disrespect from people who are like, I'm older than you, and so
But that's like most
I'm
generations. Superior. So basically what I'm gathering is you think Gen X are very like Karen-esque in a way? Or
I would say so. You know, I think the
because to be honest, like all generations like older than us are going to feel that way. They're going to feel like, oh, they're better.
Yeah. You know, I feel like a lot of these Gen X people don't have kids, or they don't have anyone who's around our age, so they're just not used to it. And then I feel like the boomers, the boomers have grandkids, so they respect the different culture, the different ideologies. They respect that internet hustle.
I just disagree. I don't know. I really do think that they're more out of touch. I feel like they're more out of touch than any generation.
Yeah.
Except maybe like the ones older than them, but they're probably dead already.
Yeah, I do feel like the Gen X is out of touch because they were born.
No, I'm talking about boomers are out of touch.
You think they're out of touch?
I think Gen X is more in touch just because like their kids are our age. They're more in touch, so they understand more. But boomers, well, yes, they respect their grandkids and all that. They still don't understand them.
Yeah.
In a way, that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah. So it is kind of interesting. I feel like that having kids or someone that's younger than them that they respect keeps them more in touch with what's going on. So like I met an advertiser and he was telling me that his ad that he ran for a Roblox product, the like number one people responding to it were 70-year-olds.
Yeah.
And he's like, what the hell do 70-year-olds have to do with Roblox? They don't play Roblox.
No, because
Turns out it's because their grandkids are often using their iPad or computer or whatnot. And they go, Grandpa, can I have this Roblox toy? And so I feel like it's having a younger generation present is what keeps the older generations more in tune with what's going on in the world.
Yeah.